Hello, hello, hello. It just isn't the same with the music, is it? It's just a little bit sadder. Josh, I brought you in. It's not the same without the countdown music, is it? Sorry,
Sorry.
I had
Sorry, it's a good
muted.
job you brought me in now, because if you brought me in like 5 seconds ago, I was putting my slipper socks on like this.
I did see you in the green room, so I made sure I didn't bring you in. But yeah, no, it's just not the same. Man. I like the music, and it's quite sad without it.
It will be, yeah. I mean, I don't care at the moment about anything, so it's all good.
Good way to start a stream.
I'm just like you, being whatever. Where the fuck is Ace? Why have I got all these Chelsea fans
You've got
predicting bad
literally
things?
every.
Where are you, Ace?
He was here. Look, he was here
Jonathan.
earlier on.
There we go. And Jonathan as well. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, but but since then, I don't know where he's gone. And we've got Chapat, we've got Oliver, we've got Paul, and we've also got Marcus. Yes, lads, welcome. Thank you. They were commenting before we was even live. That's how sick they are. Welcome to the stream. The boys are here.
Yeah.
Josh,
I mean, I don't know. I'm not excited at all, Jay. Should we talk about Tottenham first because of just the rule of the fact that we're at home?
Let's go for it. I've got the team news there for you.
We are not playing a back five, even if we lose. Thank fucking God.
To be fair, that was a decent one.
I think it's harsh on Joe Rodon to be dropped for Dyer, but then again, whatever you think of Dyer, you cannot argue with the experience of Dyer over Joe Rodon.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And also, Rodon had a class game last time we watched the Spurs game, but also made a mistake.
Yeah.
He still has that mistake in him.
And maybe it's not as a trust thing. Maybe Mourinho is thinking, if I put him in again and he makes another mistake, that's terrible for his growth. So take him out of the firing line. It's a big game. We've got Everton, and I think do we have West Brom at the weekend?
Yeah, you do.
We've got West Brom at the weekend. Then we've got Everton. Then we've got City. There's big games coming up. And hi, James. Is James the one with the sister?
I think so. Yeah, I think James and Nancy.
Nancy's brother.
I think so.
Hi, Nancy.
Just to get one in there. He's a Chelsea fan. A lot of Chelsea fans, Josh, getting outnumbered.
Well, yeah, but then again, no one can hurt me tonight, lads, because I'm fully willing to. Already, I think we've lost. I don't have confidence at all, and it's not. I said to Jay in the preview, it's nothing to do with the fact that I don't believe there's much in our squads, but just as in a confident, unless Tottenham take this game out of the scruff of the neck and change what we've been doing.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't like that. I don't like you not having confidence.
I mean, look at Arsenal.
I don't like that. That puts a bad taste in my mouth. Sticking with your lineup, you've finally brought on your secondary striker.
Yeah, we've got a striker, Jay. We decided to play right back this game. That's good. I'm really happy.
That is good. Right back. Good.
Ross is just having some technical difficulties with the TV, he said, so he's be along shortly.
No worries.
An actual right back is heaven in Aurier. Like, it's such a difficult player, Aurier. Do I like him as a player? Yes. Do I trust him as a player? No. The main thing is what will Carlos fit? Bale's not playing as striker. We don't have Son up front as striker. We don't have Eric Lamela as a false nine. We have an actual striker. Ironically, a striker that spent the first 5 years of his career as centre back, but it's all good. Really? I don't know if you knew that. Benfica started off in the youth ranks as centre back, and they were like, "Hang on, you could bang some in, mate." And he went, "Yeah, I'm all right."
I wish they'd do that with Alonso. To be fair, I mean, like Alonso in one world was a striker. Like his aerial ability, his hold up play, his shooting's all brilliant, and then they stuck him at left back, and he's a terrible defender.
So there's not really much to say about the Tottenham squad. It's kind of back to basics, apart from obviously without Kane and Reguilon. It's back to sort of something we know and has worked, and it's probably one of the kind of lineup I would choose. My sort of prediction of having Sissoko there to cover Doherty is kind of come true. He is there, but not on the wing he is actually back to cover Doherty. Yeah. I thought we'd be playing a back five, in all honesty. Jay, you have stopped Are you playing overlapping right wingers today?
Yeah.
What's going on?
So Pat made a good point. So the only two players he's worried about is Ndombele and Son. I reckon your best two players on the pitch, attacking wise. So this is the Chelsea lineup down here. It's basically Hudson-Odoi is not wing back today. We all knew Tuchel was going to chop and change, and depending on the opponent. And to be fair, today he's gone. No, Hudson-Odoi, you're going to go. You're going to be a threat up front, opposed to a wing back. And he's seen enough in Reece James to think, you could be the wing back this time round. And it's that right hand side against Ben Davies is, mate. That's I know. You've got some backup there, but that's going to cause him some troubles, I think. And I think maybe he saw a weakness without Reguilon, Tuchel, on that left-hand side, and he's overloading that now, bringing them both into play, which, to be fair, that's exciting.
The thing is that what Bergwijn doesn't necessarily bring in final product, he's a hard worker. Don't underestimate. Bergwijn's not going to be sat up the pitch. Bergwijn does do a job, and that's why he is still getting regular game time, is because he drops back and he helps out the team a lot. Yeah,
and that's Mourinho will appreciate that. To be fair, yeah, and also we've got we're sticking with the three at the back though. Like, I did think maybe we'll change to a 4 because we might want to go a bit more attacking. But to be fair, the wing backs are going to be attacking for more of the game than they will be defending, I'd presume. And then the only thing that would worry me is Werner, because he's the guy with no goals at the moment. But
one goal, 18 appearances, it just flashed up there. So Dr. Tottenham, we'll see.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's like maybe Tuchel's genuinely like, right, well, maybe this can be a big game because if you score in a game like this, if you score against Burnley, yes, it's great, but if you score against Tottenham, that is a confidence booster, and the game's underway just on my screen now.
I'm behind you then. Christ.
Yeah, thank God. And instantly, no, my God, sorry. I thought Werner just put one in as we were talking about him. Instantly over the top to Werner, and he's got a free header. To be fair, he's kind of fluffed it, really.
I'm so far behind you. I'm quite upset.
Sorry, I can pause it. Do you want me to pause it?
Could you put? Yeah, that'd be good. I think that would make me feel better. Tell me what minute you're on, and I'll tell you when I'm getting close. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't kicked off. I think we're too far behind for this to be okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll pause it when it gets to a minute, right? And then when you get to a minute, I'll unpause.
Okay, I'll do you a count. Right, so okay. Let's have a look at this over the top chance.
He stuffed it in the end, to be fair.
Straight away. Oh, it does look like it goes in, to be fair.
Yeah, it looks like it's gone in straight away. And to be fair, straight away, there's a lot of space, but that's like a quick in-your-face kind of thing. I've stopped it bang on a minute, so let me know.
Okay, I'm on 24 seconds, Jay.
Oh, you were really behind, to be fair. I don't mind. See, this is the thing with the old remote. We can actually pause it, whereas when I'm watching it on my laptop, it doesn't have that.
Yeah, we don't have BT on the TV anymore. We've only got I can get it on my phone and stream it, but it just the quality you can always tell. I think
it doesn't let me do that. It says you can't cast it.
All right, 50 seconds.
All right, count down
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go.
All right, we should. Werner's rolling around, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Look at that. I mean, ideally we would do this beforehand, but with the timer, it's the only way we can do it. So
yeah, unless you sat there going, "Hoddle looks angry."
Hoddle's
Jermaine Genius is making an influential point about. Yes.
It's that. Yeah. No.
And then when Ross comes, unfortunately, sorry, mate. We've done our sinking now.
Ross is just going to stay behind. Ross is a good lad. Ross doesn't make a fuss of any of this. I quite like that.
Well, he's a sensible Tottenham fan that knows that. I think life as a Tottenham fan is pain. He knows.
Yeah,
I know, but he knows more.
Yeah, I'd say I think maybe Ross knows more because there is that hope with you, which is what you want with a football when you're watching football. You don't want to just be
Ross has no hope. But then again, you should have seen him after the final.
Yeah, you're in a final. That's the close.
I had to hold him.
But like I think other than that, Ross is very want to just be
Ross has no
constant.
hope.
Ross has no hope, which is fun. But you know what it is like when you get to a final, like, you can only think about winning. And speaking of the man, the myth, the legend, here he is.
Hello.
All
Sorry,
right.
I'm late.
No, it's cool. We've just synced the game up to me and Jay, but that we can only do it to 2 if that makes sense, because I can't pause, but Jay can pause.
Oh,
So I
okay.
don't know where you are.
I'm a minute 30 in, so I'm probably a bit behind.
We're about a minute ahead of you, and Jay was about a minute ahead of me.
Okay.
At least you've got me.
Darn.
At least it's not just Jay ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Because that'd just be cruel. It'd be like every minute, like.
Yeah, well, there was an early opportunity, and I was like getting gassed, and Josh's face went straight away. Like he was upset.
They hadn't even begun taking the knee yet, and Jay went, "Ah!" I was like, "Oh no!"
Just really happy with the message that they're sending out with the knee.
Jay's like, I was just going to say today, I saw quite a funny thing on Twitter, and they were talking about the fact that Tuchel's never lost to Tottenham.
Yeah.
And then they went, and Werner's scored in every game they've played, and instantly some Tottenham fans came back and went, the 0-0. And this Chelsea fan fucking doubled down. Yes, he did. It was just offside. it was like, I mean,
the ball went in the net.
No, he did change. That's what he said. He went, he has put the ball in the back of the net every time he's played.
I like it.
That is a silly offside to give away, isn't it?
Very silly. Good defending though from Davis from the shot.
But no, Ross, it was a proper loop. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was a proper looped header. Did you see it?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I'd like it was the first thing I saw was the header like leaping over, and I was like, oh no.
it was one of those, because of the camera angle. It properly looked like it dropped in. So yeah, me and Jay have been discussing the basic hell, the 90 minutes of hell that Ben Davies is about to experience.
Oh yeah, he probably will, won't he?
Having both Reece and Callum on that right hand side against him, with Mason joining that.
Bergwijn will help and does help, but will it be enough? Well, Son's on a good run here. He's going to give it to Aurier. It's fizzling a bit. Oh, Aurier's stumbled.
It's quite weird listening to your commentary watching the game. Because I saw him stumble, as you said. That is pissing it down in London today, isn't it? Love that. Did you see that? Oh, what club? What you recently sold a pitch to a club? Do you know what club it was?
Yeah, it was Leeds.
Leeds. You see that they were like falling over the whole time.
All part of the plan.
And it was just
a really slippy pitch.
That's clearly like that polished. What's it called? Like sports hall wood.
Yeah. Or it's just like layers of slip and slide all up the pitch. So blatant.
They do that.
Me and Jay once went to futsal at uni, and do you remember this, Jay? They'd literally just polished the floor that evening.
It was
you physically couldn't stand. We had to cancel. Did we cancel? I think no, we didn't, did we? But we had to play walking football essentially.
Yeah, we basically had to stop running, and if you ran, you were falling. That was it.
It's great.
Oliver just made a good point. Is Chelsea just conceded the first shot on target since Tuchel joined?
Is that a true fact?
Well, because Burnley had one shot not on target, and I think Wolves might.
Did Wolves not get a shot?
They definitely had a shot, but I don't know if it was on target or not. It was two bleak games, to be honest.
Oh, I like that from Davies. That's Davies good. Fuck you, Reece James. I'm good too.
Davis he's got points to prove today, and to be fair, that was a commanding.
That was an Eric Dyer challenge.
Definitely 2 feet in there, but it was very fair. I'll drop me pen.
Why do you have a pen?
I like to hold it. I knew that was going to sound weird the second I said it. Go on. Go on, Alonso. Come on, mate.
It's players like this I hate for. Bergwijn's made a good run there.
Brilliant run.
Vinicius, don't give it to Son. Don't give it to Son.
Oh, who was that? Was that Hudson-Odoi? Tracking back and brilliant tackle. You like to see that. The wing back we never thought was there. It was a good bit of play from Tottenham, though. Broke us apart quite easily.
He was in a bind there, though, because Son just ran way offside. And you could tell Vinicius wanted it to pass. You could tell he wanted to pass it to Son, but knew it was offside. So he just had to do a few stepovers. And it was just
buying himself inside. Did you watch the build-up, Josh?
No.
So they were discussing Son without Kane and why that might not be as fruitful. And it's because apparently, what they had come to the conclusion was he doesn't make as many runs because he knows when Kane's going to pass the ball, it's going to go to his feet. So he really charges and runs into the space. But then when, say when like other players like Vinicius, maybe
Bergwijn, Vinicius, and Ndombele, Højbjerg, Sissoko, Alderweireld,
the rest of them, he doesn't trust them to give him the ball, so he's not making the runs. And they picked out a fair few examples.
It's weird that
it's quite interesting.
We should. It's almost like we should have definitely brought Eriksen back or played Dele Alli because they also have good weighted, skillful passes.
Is Ali injured though? I think is he not?
No, we've given him a bit of time off, and I think we're going to integrate. Integrate him back into the squad for the West Brom game.
Okay.
It's one of those where they say he's injured, but is he?
Well, they've said time off, haven't they? They've said actually
straight up time off.
Well, Mourinho said that he hasn't been fit in the press conference. So
fair enough. I think at the end of the day now, what is the point of not playing Dele Alli and continuously playing Bale?
If he was going to go in January, I get it, but the fact that he's still there now, you've got to integrate him somehow.
But Dele Alli will, if we play them both, let's just imagine we played them both for the rest of the season, no matter what, just Bale and Ali. Ali would give us more.
Yeah.
Probably at this rate, yeah. Bale's so out of form.
And even if that's one assist, it's probably than Bale.
And then what was weird, Dele Alli was good in pre-season, and then the season started, and it was like, no more. Why?
Well, he showed some proper flashes last season, didn't he? That ball he played where he falls over on the touchline and flicks it. Beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, but Dele Alli is a really good football player, very talented, but it's probably the whole Mourinho thing. Doesn't like him, doesn't put enough effort in the training pitch. Mourinho won't fuck with that, So that's probably what it is.
He used to, though.
I just couldn't get it out from under his feet. Still on, though. Come on. Hudson-Odoi, have a crack. Come on. Oh, it's fizzled out now. Yeah. Good attack from us there, though. Sorry, carry on.
I don't want to. I'm just going to bite the bullet and just talk about it as I see it, because this is what we're doing. But at the same time, it will bite me in the arse. I'm sorry, Ross. But yeah, you look at Werner getting on the ball then, and his first thought is just, oh shit, who can I pass this to? Who else can score that isn't me, the striker? And it's
to be fair, that didn't look great, but also to be fair to him, it got deep. When the ball gets caught under your feet and it's like shit, it's well annoying. That looked like that then. To be fair to him, but no, there has been glimpses of that in the past, however many games where he gets the ball and looks like he doesn't know he's ever had the ball at his feet before.
A rainy cockerel there. A beautiful shot.
It is lashing it down. Oh, God. As if it's already been 10 minutes, It's gone quite quick.
Yeah. Well, you mean as if it's already 10 minutes?
Yeah, that's what I said, did I?
You said it's only been 10 minutes. It's gone so quick.
Yeah. I already need the loo, which is bad.
Oh, no.
I don't want to miss anything.
So that's definitely a tactic there, isn't it? Balls over the top to Werner. That definitely went out. I'm sure it did.
Yeah, it's definitely been... Oh, look at these Spurs slippy pitches, man. Good play there. Come on. Oh.
Oh, Dyer took his time there.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. If there's a bit of space, Werner's running in behind. That's definitely something that we've done a couple of times now. But is this how the game's going to be? Like, this was what I was kind of worried about. Are you just going to like defend, and counter us?
Of course we are. We don't really attack.
Hudson-Odoi.
Oh, that's a strange. Oh no. Oh no, that is an awful graphic. Ross, about 12 minutes 28, a graphic is going to come up. It's going to haunt your dreams.
I'll be honest with you, I might not see the graphic.
Ah, okay. Essentially, it was attacking third, middle, and right, left third. Attacking thirds.
All coming down the right.
8% down our right, like 10% down our middle, and then it was just 72, just like down at Ben Davies. Like,
it's all going down that side at the moment. And we predicted that. Oh, there's no one there, man. There's no one there. Still forced into a corner.
Was that for Jay? Did we force you into a corner there, or did Aurier just hand you a corner on a platter?
Yeah, yeah. He had loads of room. Werner wasn't even running at him. He just fucking got it out. When in doubt,
it's so gentle. He just nuts it out. No, sorry, Ross. What are you saying?
I don't remember what I was saying, to be honest.
Were you about to mention the fact that just behind this net here we have the Audi badge?
No. Oh, what I was going to say was I'm surprised they're not targeting Serge when, like, he's been out the team. He's clearly not getting on with Mourinho as well. You think they might try and
get a nice penalty?
Yeah.
I mean, I see what you're saying about needs help, but at the same time, he's not done anything too outrageously bad. But at the same time, I don't see Son helping him out as much as Bergwijn's going to help Aurier.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's as much as it's playing to Davis's maybe detriment. It's also playing to our strengths. We have Hudson-Odoi and Reece, who are really good at getting forward on the right, whereas on the left it's we've got Pulisic, but he's not playing, and Werner's kind of out there at the moment as well. So we're playing to our strengths more. So I think.
What you'll find as well is you'll see as the ball's going down that channel, you'll see Højbjerg there a lot because Sissoko will protect the right, and Højbjerg will protect the left on the whole.
Yeah, and Højbjerg has been.
Okay, Tuchel. Rah.
Yeah. He scares them into playing, but like not with being actually scared, being weird. Right, boys. Oh, there's a button. Nah, I thought I was going to go in over to the left then. Hudson-Odoi's battling it out, though. Fair play to him. He's...
Lots of weird headers going on in the box.
Werner's touch is what lets him down most of the time.
Oh, that's poor. That's poor from Sissoko and Davies, but they've recovered it.
Yeah, they did well.
And now Davies is shit himself. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, like that side is just looking deadly, man. Like
a loose ball gets played there, Ross, and Davies is kind of. Did you see it? Or is it? Are you there?
I haven't seen it yet, but
he just shits the bed. It looks so safe, and then you see Davies go. Have you seen that? It's not a Vine now, is it? It's a TikTok. Have you seen when the Bulldog's on the lead? He drops the lead.
Yeah.
And the Bulldog stares for a second, and then just goes.
He makes that noise. If we had the sound on, that's what we would have heard. Oh, Rudiger trying to pick out Werner again in behind.
So what's your thoughts on Rudiger now, Jay? Now that he's back fully and he is a first team full player every week.
I mean, when those allegations came out, I was fuming with him. But
what allegations, sorry?
Well, but he
stabbed Frank at the back.
Yeah, and I was obviously very unhappy with that. And if that was true, I'd want him nowhere near the club. But players have come out and backed him, that kind of thing.
So it was true though. Just to play devil's advocate, he's a German international that is arguably far better than Zuma as a player. May not have the goal threat, but arguably should be on paper better than Zuma. He doesn't have any loyalties to Chelsea or Frank Lampard. He didn't cry as Drogba ran around the pitch with the Champions League. He's just thinking, who's this fucking geezer stealing not giving me a fucking chance in the team?
Yeah, but you know what though? It's not like he weren't given opportunities. And before he got sacked, Rudiger was playing over Zuma for a couple. Oh no! What is this fucking dude doing?
Hello.
No, you weren't invited.
I managed to find the link to sort of pop up.
How do you even have the link? The link was in a private chat with me, Jay, and Ross.
I think he's in that chat, you know.
Look
at him! Look at him! How you doing, Adam?
So, how are you finding the game so far?
I mean, I'm doing all right, but I don't know how long it'll last.
I've got it on.
Scorer said Spurs need to sort out the left-hand side with Son not tracking back. Davies is struggling a bit, understandably so.
Yeah, it's true, but at the same time, what can you do? Because if Son tracks back, that's just inviting more pressure.
And no counter-attack is on there. No counter-attack. Yeah. Oh, yes, Mason.
You've got to have, you've got to rely on Højbjerg to do that. And he will. More than Son will. We saw what happened when Son fucking played wing-back. Never again.
Leicester till I die said draw, please. Probably be 0-0.
Well, Jay's got a pen, so he can if you want.
I don't have any paper, though. So we'll sort that out. Mourinho Masterclass 17 and all of the ball. How much is the bus ticket?
Well, you saw the picture I sent you both.
Yeah, that was funny.
They must know. Ross said it. Someone at Spurs must be chuckling to themselves.
Do you reckon?
They must be.
See, Werner's first touch again just lets him down so often.
Where are you, Adam? Are you even watching the game?
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm in the 19th minute. So just at the 19th minute.
Oh, he's ahead of us all.
He's 2 seconds ahead of us. Not like this, Adam.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna show it now. So yeah, Spurs did put this little post up, little animation with the boys, and then in the back, just the White Hart Lane bus. Part of the bus.
It's just ready. Yeah, no, it's kind of going like that, I guess. I can't believe Adam's ahead of us. That's so upsetting.
It's only by 2 seconds.
And I can't believe Adam's even here. If there's one time I don't ever want to see Adam fucking declare, it's after a 9-0 United win.
I know, innit? We try and avoid him after shit like that.
I just can't get over it. Really, it was a weird one. I missed the first 5 minutes, so it was weird to watch. Really, I didn't expect it. I mean, considering they had 9 men, yeah, it should have been 9-0. I think any team would have put 9 past them with 9 men.
It doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
That poor kid in the first minute, Premier League debut, gets sent off instantly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the loo.
I mean, rightly so, but poor guy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good, but I don't know. It was impressive, but at the same time, it's funny how the mentality of you scored your 6. It felt like in the 85th minute. Oh, he looks like he's seen horrible things.
Yeah,
I'll take a screenshot of that. Oh no!
You're gonna find out in a couple of seconds someone's just died on the pitch.
Adam, later on, I will send you the face you froze at. It looked like you'd seen the most horrific thing in the world. You were just, I can't explain it, and I will send it to you after this.
That was so funny.
Me and Ross were waiting to see the horror that you'd seen on the screen. No, what were we saying? It's only when the 6 went in the 85th minute, United went, oh shit, the record. And if only there was half an hour, wasn't there, between the third or the fourth? The fourth, Cavani's and Martial's. There's a good 20-minute lull of goals there. wasn't there?
Yeah, well, the second half, we come out and we weren't slow. We just sort of took our foot off the gas a bit, and then that's when that entered the second red card happened. That's when, obviously,
never a red either. Never a red.
Never. Well, it's been turned over, hasn't it?
Has it now? Has everything? What do we know? What with everything? Has Louise's been turned over?
Louise's hasn't, which is funny because it's basically the same thing. It's like the Louise one is worse in terms of how bad that decision is.
Yeah, no, fair. No, yeah, Louise's was totally unfair. There is an argument for Leno's. I think it does. He makes that kind of action.
Oh, Leno's is fair enough, but it's so stupid.
Leicester City said, we all know what it's like to win 9. We've got a pen. Sorry, Leicester till I die. I don't care about your 9-0. We've got a pen.
Oh, no.
But
Dyer's giving a silly pen away.
But you know what? Is he offside in the build-up?
Please.
Also, Werner
That's
missed
not a pen. Oh, fuck off.
It fucking is. What he does afterwards. Yeah, what he does afterwards.
Yeah, no, I've just seen afterwards.
That's terrible from Dyer.
Stupid.
What's he done?
What's he done?
It's just stupid, and it's not even that bad. It shouldn't be a pen in, but it is. But really,
Jorginho's taking it this time instead of Werner, because Werner missed the last one. Go on, Georgie. Fucking come on. Get in.
That was so awkward for me.
Oh, you seen it, had you?
Poor
Ross hasn't seen it yet.
I've just seen it.
That's not
like the challenge.
He's him losing his rag and kicking out. Like, he's not trying to get the ball there.
Yeah,
I think he is.
I think it's him panicking and being reckless. That's what it is. He's trying to get the ball. He's not being reckless towards the player, but because he's panicking and being reckless towards the ball, that's why I'd believe it's a pen. Come on,
so
boy.
Annoying when the keeper goes the right way.
He got some fingertips to it, I think.
I don't think he touched it.
Oh, it's definitely a pen. Like, you can't be doing that.
It's just ridiculous.
It's just silly from Dyer.
But then again, whatever, he does what he does for the team. But if Werner stays on his feet there, he probably gets a goal.
Yeah, I'll take. Either way, got a goal. Paul said, "Rest in peace to the hop, skip, and a jump." Jorginho's packed it in. He didn't do the jump. Yeah, last time he did it twice in a row, and it fucked up twice. So fair play. Werner missed a terrible pen not too long ago as well. Come on.
It's been a good stream, guys. Don't forget to tell.
You said it before when we did the preview, Josh, but you've had some terrible stream luck.
Yeah, we've had Arsenal and Leeds. That's it. Arsenal and fucking Leeds.
Yeah, Leicester till I die said, right, guys, have a good game. Stay safe. Off some food. It's in a bit, mate. Thanks for joining in.
Fucking later, pal. Well, you might see me hanging, just my feet.
Imagine that, but keeping on streaming.
I told it to make it viral, Jake. That's good for the business.
Yeah. Or imagine that fan cam as well, just silence.
Yeah, who's filming?
Logan Paul's YouTube guide.
Yeah. We've just look at the success he has. We're just emulating it. That's all.
Next, I'll be fighting McGregor, but still my hanging corpse.
At the moment, I cannot see Tottenham coming back into this whatsoever.
No, but you know what? If it stays 1-0, they can easily get a counter-attacking goal. We need to go and find another one at least.
Even then, I don't really see where the counter-attack's coming from. Like,
unless Son scores the goal he scored against you or Burnley.
Yeah, we need a wonder goal.
Yeah, the goal he scored against Arsenal, that was like insane.
Are we relying on a we've seen a few players slip as well. I guess that could happen.
Yeah, relying
on a slip.
Yeah, That's what I mean. Like, so I'd say I'd still rather. Oh, yes, Joe. Fucking world class. That man is. Don't care how old he is.
They're defending well, Chelsea. But, they are stopping the counter attack straight away.
Yeah, they're kind of closing it.
Even counter attack going on at the moment.
It's the start of some that we've just shut down straight away. Obviously, I think we've been warned that that's going to be the tactic. So just shut that down as soon as. Paul said Werner's been looking dangerous.
Which game are you watching? Sorry, Paul.
You know what? He would be looking dangerous if his first touch weren't awful.
So yeah, if he was looking dangerous, he would be looking dangerous. No, that is a valid point. Actually, sorry, that's my bad.
I'm not saying he's looking dangerous. That's Paul. Stop abusing our listeners.
Sorry, Paul. I just don't really see it. To be honest, I think he looks like a man that's frightened to have the football. Yes, he won the penalty. Yes, he's done well, but he still looks like a man that's frightened to have a Premier League football at his feet.
That's fine though, because if he does tap one in against you, that's such a confidence booster to score against a big club.
When are you going to stop playing these these confidence boosting cards with Werner?
Until he gets his confidence back. That's the only way I'm waiting. I was going to say something, but I forgot. How are you doing, Adam? I feel like I ain't spoke to you in a while.
Yeah, I'm doing all right, mate. It's not much happening.
How's Tesco treating you?
It's all right. It's good considering we're in a global pandemic and I've got a job. I'm thankful for it. And
how's Mark?
The one that was boringest conversations I've had in my life.
Well, this one or one you had one at work?
Oh no, it's happened again. He's seen more things.
Oh no.
Oh Jay, this happened before, right? Hi, Melissa.
Hello. I was trying to go unnoticed, Josh.
So Adam froze. Bye. Adam froze before Jay, and it looked like he'd seen horror.
Darkness.
Oh, now he's deep in thoughts.
He's thinking about the darkness he has seen. Maybe I'll drop him out until I see him come back. See, that was what my internet was like last time we did a Spurs preview, Chelsea Spurs preview. Oh, he's completely gone from the call now.
I'll send you the photos later, Jay. They were excellent.
Oh, the first one was so funny.
Me and Ross were in tears. It was just a frozen Adam, and me and Ross were crying.
Well, which one was this?
You had gone to the loo.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny.
Come on. Oh. Reese, to Hudson Odoi, them two are just working wonderfully together. Also, we've got the Adam said, well, I'm having Wi-Fi issues. Tesco good, Wi-Fi bad. Good. Maybe you need to use your Tesco money. Yeah, get your Tesco money to get better Wi-Fi. You know what? We haven't. I mean, it's probably way too early to discuss something like this, but I saw, looking at the subs bench and what we can bring on, like really, like we have Abraham, Giroud, Ziyech, and Pulisic attacking wise to bring on. I was like,
we've got Lamella. Oh no!
Hey, Rudiger, where you going, son?
What a slip that was.
Yeah, you lot with your slippy pictures, man. What's going on?
Is Bergwijn all right? He's like hiked his shorts up, and he keeps like walking. I think he's not. I don't think he's walking right.
What second you in now, Josh?
31, 25, 26, 27.
Oh, yeah. You know what? We've done this fucking brilliantly. Literally, as you're saying it, it's going for me. How about that?
Incredible. I'm like a couple of minutes behind.
Ross is like, and kick off. Cool. Boys. Oh no. Oh, my cat's looking at me like really evilly. Do you mind? Stop.
He's
he like, you know, when cats they got up and he was like,
that'd be good content if your cat just fucking went for you
midstream. Yeah, we'd clip that up, wouldn't we? We'd definitely clip that up.
just like the camera going everywhere.
Like, I mean, I tweeted the photo. He was sat behind me. He was being such a nose, like just before streaming. I thought he was going to be a
such a what?
A nose. Is that
a nose?
Nose, and I don't know how you spell nose.
Originally, I thought you said Nord.
He's just a nose.
He's just sat there. Skyrim belongs. Oh, no, yeah, please.
He's doing it again. Just reciting word after word from the Skyrim storyline. No, he's annoying. Oh no, Thiago, no.
Thiago might have pulled a hammy, Ross.
That's not good. Yeah, he's hurt, man. That's
his age getting to him.
They I think they were discussing this somewhere. I heard today. I can't remember where. Yeah. You know, Thiago Silva has a certain amount of games in a season because of his age, and you've got to manage that, and we kind of haven't. We have played him in every big game we could have. To be fair, you know, we have took him out the firing line a bit, but hopefully that's
Morecambe, not. Like, who have you taken him out of the firing line against?
Just in the cups, in the cups as a general rule, like every cup competition so far, other than the Champions League, obviously.
What do you do now then, Jay? If Thiago goes off,
leaves up on Christensen. I think he's rubbish.
Oh wait, no, Zuma's injured. Zuma's injured.
It's Christensen.
Yay!
Listen.
I think it's your fourth choice at best. Is Christensen.
See, no, I thought you were about to say there, Ross, as an insult. I thought you were about to say he's like your fourth.
Listen, me and Josh used to rate Christensen a long time ago.
I did.
There's a good player in there, but he's been a shambles. But you know what?
I'm completely in the right now. Yeah. I've given
you know what though? Imagine we could bring Tomori on right now.
Yeah, but you can't, because I don't know if you know, but you've actually loaned him out to AC Milan, top of the Serie A, with an option to buy for a measly 25 mil.
Yeah, I know. I'm devastated. You know, I am. Paul said that the Danish tissue papers coming on. Oh no! Listen, there's still 3 centre backs on the pitch. He's walking off. He'll be all right. He's walking off. I think he's just pulled it, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, he can walk, but yeah.
Nothing. I don't think that's nothing too major. But to be fair, it's smart to just take him off. Oh God, yeah, but you know what it is. We said that, you know, we've spoke a lot about Kane being missing, but he's so important to us, and having him out, you know, if we had him out for a long period of time, I don't know where we'd be, because he is really important in our defence. And annoyingly, he was supposed to be a short-term solution, but he's become the main man.
He really suits the number 23. Just as a weird point of boredom, he on my ultimate team, I've always given him the number 23, and he just suits it.
I like the 6. I can't lie. 23 is Tomori's number, I think, or it was. It is it. Yeah, AC Milan.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't, because I don't know why I know this, but it was Bakayoko's number, and that's why Billy Gilmore's now 23.
Yes, you're right. No, you're absolutely right. You fucking weirdo, man.
Just love your kit numbers, don't you?
I do. What was tomorrow then? If anyone knows tomorrow's kit number, that is bugging me.
I feel like it might be 24 or something.
It was 24.
No, that's Reece James.
No, it is Reece James. Oh my God, he was definitely 20-something, weren't he?
Yeah, he must be a 20-something, surely. You know, 26, 28.
This just looks like he wants to kill Azpilicueta, you know. I mean, it's what you want to see from your striker, but he looks like he wants to eat.
That's genuinely just how he looks. Against Mourinho, he was blasting him 1-0 Tappington, looking so angry.
No, mate, I don't know how it looks. He is just an angry man, maybe, but that's what you want from a striker, really. A Diego Costa kind of guy. Sorry, I missed Paul's comment. So he said, "You never know." Josh is frantically googling tomorrow's number. Look. Paul
Exactly
said, "Who knows? The Danish tissue paper could be reborn under Tuchel. Who knows? He's got Rudiger and Asby alongside him, so I'm not too worried."
Oh, 29, of course it was.
29. He's 23 now, though. I think
he is 23 at Milan, but yeah, of course he's 29. I know he's not. He was 29, and then you gave him the 14 this season.
Ooh.
Yeah, we moved him on.
There we go.
And then sold him.
Mate, honestly, that's one of those ones that really irks me, man. Like, this is why I keep banging on about Billy Gilmour. I don't want us to get, because it'll be a weird loan where they can buy him and then fucking Everton will have him or some shit and have a great player. You know what I mean? Like,
Jay, honestly, there is such a high chance that Billy Gilmour will not become the player you think he is. I'm not saying he won't, but
yeah, but you gamble surely because of the promise.
I know you gamble, but I'm just saying you say it with such certainty. They'll have a great player in Billy Gilmour. Look at Jack Wilshere. Look at Harry Winks.
Yeah,
look at these players.
Jack Wilshere couldn't lace Gilmour's boots.
What, Jack Wilshere, after he's had that absolute masterclass where he single-handedly danced around Barcelona, and you're sat there going, no, you couldn't lace Billy Gilmour.
He's the Scottish Iniesta, bro.
Ridiculous.
Also, he obviously wants game time to be in that Scotland Euro squad.
Imagine if he doesn't no, I'll just miss this one. We'll qualify next time. As Scotland always do.
Yeah, you just relate.
But he has no idea about Scotland's patchy history. Billy Gilmour's just like, no, I'll get the next one, lads. Don't worry about it. And everyone's like, Billy, this is big. And he's now like, it'll be fine.
You know, I'll tell you what I like about Billy Gilmour. You know, around Christmas time, you get all the photos. Too sure, Matt. I like to see that in a manager. You get around Christmas, you get all the photos by the tree, in the big houses, the mansions, the presents, all this and that. You know, you get these photos from footballers, and Billy Gilmour was just sat there with his little brother with those little plastic hats on, paper hats on, and I don't know. There's something just quite innocent about that I liked.
Well, it's just nice that youth players come through as well, isn't it? But Chelsea usually aren't about that. They're usually like, let's just loan them out to death.
That's why
just to really upset Jay, they would have been about that if they kept Frank Lampard. But big boy Tuchel's in town now, and
you say that though. But Reece,
they're not youth anymore, Jay. They've played an established season, and most of them are England internationals. You can't say, but they're children. They're England internationals. If you didn't play them, it'd be mental.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're right, but but the point that Frank Lampard made the point that look, like these players can be the most important players for your team. So he's
I know, and he's made them those important players. But I still think if Tuchel stays for 3 years, let's say, which would be a long time, so let's say 2, at the end of Tuchel's reign,
3 years, a lifetime.
Quite a lot of this youth phased out, I think, in 3 transfer windows. It's not because I think they're bad players. I just think that.
You're right. That's why I'm making such a fuss about Gilmour. I don't want it to happen. The Dugout Football Channel says, "Why does Mourinho consist with Dyer at the back?"
I get it to a certain extent, but right now I'm quite upset with it because I like Joe Rodon. But it's I do this a little bit because my back is fucking killing me.
Mate, just sit back, relax, bro.
I am now.
For some reason, Mourinho doesn't trust Rodon in a back 2. And when we play a back 3, it's just not worth it because, God, I'd never want to see that again.
Good chance for Aurier there. I have not watched Tottenham a lot, obviously, but I've seen what I have seen of when you've played Rodon. I think it's 2-3 games. He's been so good. But there's always been 1 or 2 mistakes that have either led to a goal or been close to a goal. So I think that's probably Mourinho's thinking there. You can't be making the mistakes in a game like this. You can maybe
but also Dyer makes those mistakes. He gave away the penalty and he.
What mistake is Dyer made?
Very massive shout, to be fair. But then it's what, like, do you go from the young guy that can make mistakes, or do you go with the experienced guy that might have a mistake as well?
Or do you get who you just completely destroyed your own Billy Gilmore argument?
When has Billy Gilmore made a mistake though?
When he's never made one.
Name a mistake, lad. Come on, name me a mistake he's made. I'll wait.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure this quite gives you the victory that you're after, but
I'll wait. I will wait until you send me a mistake. Paul's come out and said if Tuchel didn't rate Gilmore, he would have chucked him in that loan system. We have, but he didn't do it. I don't know. Actually, I don't think he is. Yeah, I mean, Tuchel's been asked about this a couple of times now, but I don't expect you have done, lads. But by any chance, did you see our latest press conference?
Oh, the one where he sucks Billy Gilmore off in front of.
And he just rates him. No, it's like the journalist, and I know this is what happens with new managers, but like no one asked for any injury news, no one asked for anything about the Spurs game. Everyone, like one journalist was like, "What do you?" It was like, "If you win, will you have a beer?" Like no one asked about the injury news.
I did weirdly see that, and he replied that he'd have a gin and tonic.
He's like, "I don't really like beer or wine. I like gin." It's like, yeah, fair enough. It was just, but like everyone was watching the press conference, like, "Who's injured, lads? Come on."
He doesn't like beer or wine. Tuchel's just gone down in my estimation slightly.
He's a very strict man. Apparently, when he got the PSG job, he went round to Paris's big nightclubs and told them if there's any of his players there, the night before a game, to ring him or his staff. So he's like quite a strict guy when it comes to. Can you imagine
working in a nightclub and fucking Tuchel comes up to you and goes, "Any of my players come into your club?"
Yeah, no, but like, no, but you know what? Yeah, like Neymar's in there spending thousands. They're not going to call Tuchel to grab him out. They're going to be like, "Come on, Neymar." But apparently,
I was going to say, like, surely Neymar was in every single nightclub every night from like Neymar's reputation.
Yeah.
Tuchel, we need him gone. We've sold out of Grey Goose again.
One second.
Oh. Well, Ross, what's your thoughts? How you feeling about this fun little game?
Well, I mean, it's not been that great from a Tottenham perspective. When I originally heard we were playing with back four, cracked open a beer, I was quite excited. I was like, "Oh, I won't have to see a back five." And then this hasn't been that great. So, you know.
The thing is, why just 44 minutes 40, Ross there. Son just sprints and sprints and sprints and sprints.
Yeah.
And he just stops.
It's because he's missing his best friend. He's missing Kane, the only other guy that helps him.
He's not the same player without Kane.
I know,
right, whenever there's any of those arguments,
now Højbjerg and Alderweireld are passing it.
But that, you know what, that causes like the questions, like, you know, is Son a world class player? Because like he isn't without Kane. I'm not saying this, but if he can't perform without Kane, surely that begs the question.
Without sounding like a bit of a wanker, I sent my old acting agent 6 headshots today for a job that I haven't heard from him in ages, and I sent him these headshots. And I've just got an email back now from these 6 headshots. He said, "I'm sure I can get a good one out of those. Cheers." Hang on a minute.
No. It's not what I want. Are you sure you've messaged the right guy?
No, not like that, Jay. I just meant he was calling me ugly.
Paul said someone asked him if he was vegan in the press conference. Like it was a weird.
To be fair, he does look like a vegan because I've already told you, Jay, that he looks like Hero's brother, who is a vegan.
He's got skinny legs.
And he's got skinny legs.
So tracksuit bottoms is never a look for someone with skinny legs.
The Chelsea blue, the lighter colour blue that your managers wear on the touchline is very unflattering. It is.
It's like you know, Lampard wasn't out of shape at all, and it was even a bit unflattering for him. I agree with that. But you know, when Frank Lampard started wearing like polos and shit, like that's the kind of stuff I like, and then that's stupid. But like since Conte first season, in his second season, he started wearing a tracksuit out of like a protest. Good touch from Reece there. Mason shoots. Oh, good block there from Dyer, was it?
Yeah.
See, that's
Experience.
Fuck
you, Roden.
But like since then, like Sarri wore a tracksuit, Frank wore a tracksuit for the majority of the time, and it's just something about seeing your manager all dappered up. Mourinho isn't happy. Scott Parker, yeah, exactly. I mean, Nagelsmann to the absolute extreme.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't look like he's dappered up there. He looks like he's late for his audition to play Doctor Who.
Yeah, or like he's like a 16-year-old at prom who's just wore a suit for the first time, so he's buying something a bit eccentric.
I like Poch had like a system, like lower level Premier League games and cups. He'd wear his tracksuit. Occasionally, he'd whap out if it was like a I don't know, let's say a Liverpool or a Chelsea, he'd whap out his long black coat with his sweater vest, with his like cardigan, and then for the really big games, all black suit, black tie, black shirt, black suit. And
now
he's
he's not the manager anymore. Now he's not the manager anymore. In the Champions League, when he was all black, that's a fucking vibe. That is. That's a
when we basically, it wasn't the what cost him, but it was the very start of the downfall of Mourinho at United when we rocked up to Old Trafford and won 3-0. Me and Ross went to it. He dressed. I think that was the first time he dressed on Twitter. Like Tottenham Twitter went into meltdown. Poch just walked up in this like black suit, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, he's actually dressed for Mourinho's funeral."
Yeah, that's a vibe. That's like a bad man move. That
it's Simeone. It's Simeone-esque.
Yeah, that's the perfect comparison. Adam's made a good point actually. Surprise. Considering Spurs aren't playing great, it's a very stale game and boring game. Without the penalty though, it's still a close game in his point of view, which is, to be fair, right. We haven't really, we've been on top of you, but we've not created that many chances, and that's been the story of our season. Not even just Tuchel's couple games, like the whole season has been that. So
we have to rely on a good second half performance now, which is, as Tottenham have proved time and time again this season. We come out in the second half and we're dominant, powerful. We take games by the scruff of the neck. We don't let leads slip. So hang on a minute. Wait a minute.
What, like, do you reckon like Mourinho's team talks are just rubbish?
No, they can't be. But then again,
I mean, Harry Kane's weren't great, were they?
I would listen to if Harry Kane told me to, like, in any way, even if he went just try, I'd be like, yes, Harry, I will.
But I guess that's because who he is. But again, you know what you said about Rudiger with Frank. Like, some people don't really care about Harry Kane, and if you hear the way he speaks to him, it's like I don't know.
I think if you play with Harry Kane, though, it's different. If Harry Kane was a manager, you'd think, who the fuck's this guy? But that's why Frank Lampard was so good as a player, because what are you going to do? Argue with Frank Lampard on the pitch? Yeah, Frank Lampard's going to walk out of the pitch and shit all over everything you've ever tried to do.
You know what? And he probably struggled with that a little bit, because he's probably used to people listening to him, and then they probably people like Rudiger, some of the older lads who might have not really complied with what was going on. You're not having me in the squad. What's going on? He's probably not used to dealing with that situation. That's because again, he was an inexperienced manager.
He's not used to gobby little shits.
Yeah, so what he did was with Alonso, who's a gobby little shit. He was like, "Fuck off, don't play then," which I kind of rate, to be fair. Not gonna lie, I think that's a good move. Paul said it's dangerous. We only have 1 goal lead, and you haven't posed a threat, but just need one chance. Yeah, no, that's the way I feel as well. Like,
look at Højbjerg again. Look at Højbjerg against Liverpool. That's football, isn't it?
Exactly. So like that's happened to us a lot, where we've only had one, and in the latter stages of the game, it ends 1-1.
I'm gonna go put a beer in the freezer. 1 sec.
Put a beer in the freezer, I like it. Yeah. So that's where my worry is. But to be honest, with the way we're playing, I just don't see where you're going to attack. Have you even had a shot?
Thiago Silva's gone off. I don't know if we might try and go a bit more attacking just to test out Christensen, really. But
that is that.
That's all I can hope for.
That's bleak, man. No, yeah. But we've dealt with any sort of attack that's come from Spurs. We've literally, Tuchel's definitely said, you fucking, 2 of yous go toward that person. So I'm quite confident in the fact that we can, if we keep that up, it's obviously if that starts to come down, and that's where the three at the back really does work. I quite like that system.
Oh, I hate it when Tottenham use it. It's so bad.
You know,
it's like trying to use Ben Davies as a left wing back does not work.
Yeah, that's the thing. We have Alonso, who's only a good left wing back. But you know what it is though, is when under Tuchel, when we're playing it, it's more about having more attackers than it is more defenders. It's having attackers that can defend more than having defenders that can attack. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, from like looking at the games they played, they're like first 0-0 they just had so much of the ball.
Yeah.
Like just passing it about.
Yeah, oh god, so it was so
and
annoying.
then like against Burnley they had loads of the ball as well, just like getting as many attacks as they could. Poor Burnley.
It's poor Burnley. It's encouraging. It's encouraging because you know, like we bought some of the best attacking talent. We already have a lot of a good attacking talent, but none of it was working. So it's good to see it work, as much as that kind of hurts me a little bit. Shapat said, I would bring on Pulisic for Alonso to break some ankles and Ziyech for Jorginho, and then Ziyech goes as Cam and a Mason as a number 6. That's not a bad shout. I mean, Ziyech as a Cam is wonderful, to be fair. He was originally brought in to be a winger, but as a attacking mid, he's just, I don't know if you see.
Well, he can play both, can't he?
Yeah, absolutely, he can play both. But he's such a beautiful footballer. And Josh says, you know, he's only got 1 foot, but that 1 foot is like better than most others in the team. So to be fair, I don't mind that. Alonso hasn't been. This is interesting. Like you say, Pulisic for Alonso because Alonso hasn't been in it because we haven't bothered attacking that your right hand side, have we?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see that from a Tottenham's perspective in terms of if you commit too much down that end. If we've got Serge running up that end, and I don't even know, is it Bergwijn?
Yeah,
is it right winger?
Yeah.
Like if both of them start attacking up there, that would be all right. Sissoko's there as well, so they could get an overload if they did make that move. But I don't think they will.
They're literally talking about Chelsea's right hand side on the telly now as well. So yeah, like it's just smart planning, really, isn't it? It's like we know that that's your weaker side. It's also happened to be our stronger side, so we're just going for it. So I like it.
Yeah, well, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those. It just makes sense to do. They've just re-showed the Dyer penalty again, and it's just absolutely a penalty, man. It's such a silly move from him.
Yeah, it's so weird because it's so like fine and under control, and then he just whacks out at him. Like,
yeah, and it's Werner. You give him a chance to miss if you've Dyer, surely. Like as bad as that sounds, like I know he's really close to the goalkeeper, but if you give him the chance to miss opposed to giving the penalty away, it might still be 0-0. Josh, are you okay, mate? You look sad.
Honestly, my biggest problem right now is the fact that I've got slightly a sore chest and my readies are in my car. I'm trying to debate whether to go and get them.
Go get them, bro. You got a sore chest.
I've got my slipper socks on.
Yeah, you can walk outside in those, can't you? Or is it raining?
It's raining, Jay.
Yeah, nah. So that's where my slippers have got the hard bottoms. That's where they come in handy.
Right.
But
no, the game. The thing is, you know,
the game.
Yeah, it's better than I thought. Well, I don't know, really. I started to get a little bit hopeful, but at the same time, it's fine. I guess it just depends how we come out now. You know.
Go on, James. Yeah, no, I think it's definitely, and maybe what substitutes, if any, happen. Under you guys, does Mourinho make much changes at half time?
He does ring the changes at half time sometimes, but
I don't think he will today, but he does.
Tuchel did last game. He brought Sammy off and brought Pulisic on. So I don't know if he might bring Werner off for Pulisic. Maybe, I don't know. Or even Giroud or Tammy, to be fair. Giroud coming on, bring some sort of aerial threat, could do bits, to be fair.
I'm just going to grab another beer. Be back in a minute.
No worries, mate.
I was going to say, yeah, it's just, Jay, at the moment, it's just one of those things. We're not a bad team. We're not. But at the same time, we're just in this dip. And Liverpool have done nothing this year, as in this calendar year. They have done nothing. Slapped us up. Brighton hadn't won at home, and yes, now that Brighton have also beaten Liverpool, it's clearly less of an anomaly and more. Oh wait, Brighton have worked it out a little bit because they've done it twice now, so that's fair. But at the same time, Jan, I'm a bit sick of it, really.
Mate, we were there 2 weeks ago. Like it was just like the Leicester game was just, and we live streamed that, and I said to you, I said if we weren't live streaming, I'd be probably depressed because like the fact that I could talk to you and make it a little bit better was just made it okay because it was terrible. And so it's just that you're now going through that. Paul just said, by the way, because we can't hear the TV, we've got them muted, but he said the BT were killing Spurs, and Rio called it a testimonial for Chelsea, which is mad. Yeah, and Marcus.
Yeah, we're not putting. Well, that's I couldn't hear them. But they were highlighting Sissoko pointing, and they were highlighting Aurier sort of on the wing, not really moving. So I could tell what they were getting at. They were definitely, but yeah.
I mean, they're not wrong. It's been because I don't think we've played that good, but Spurs have been nowhere near.
If he was to do something, and it's not because he deserves to as such, but it wouldn't shock me if he took Vinicius off for someone like a Lamella, who would get his teeth into the game a bit more.
Yeah, and Lamella does love a derby, doesn't he?
Mm.
But yeah, no, I know what you mean. But it's for me, it's like if Vinicius has that one shot on goal, he's a striker. He could probably put it in. Whereas if you bring Lamella on, it might you might not have the opportunities going forward with how much possession we've been having, and it just then becomes even darker, doesn't it, for you? Like just having another guy beyond the ball. Whereas Vinicius is an outlet still.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe Son could be that. I know, but yeah, I know.
I
maybe
think
Bale could come on.
Maybe Bale and could do something for once.
We got a winner against Brighton once.
Oh God, it's mental that because I mean when we did all the transfer stuff, it was like you were really excited about Bale, and rightfully so. You should be, but it's just so crazy how he's just not been the guy. Like I don't know, it's weird because it's like he's not been the guy for a couple of years, and maybe Zidane sat at home now, like just thinking, fucking too right. I didn't play him for a reason, lads. You know what I mean?
I think it's weird. Like it's a double. Like you can never say that, though, can you? Because I'm pretty sure the fact that he didn't play him for 2 years contribute. He would be a better player if Zidane never dropped him.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. But because he'd have that consistent 2 years of game time, but at the same time, Zidane's probably like. I mean, we all slated Zidane for not playing him, and maybe Zidane saw something that just weren't there. And Mourinho's seeing the exact same thing at the moment because Mourinho doesn't want to play him.
Well, I think he does want to play him. He's tried. Mourinho.
Well, he wants to play like a prime Gareth Bale.
Yeah.
Again, who was it that we played and he actually played quite well?
Well, it was just thingy. It's the FA Cup match.
Was it Wickham we played and he was looking good?
He literally ran past people every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to nip to the toilet before the second half starts, lads.
Yeah, it was against Wickham where he's making all those runs, and it's like, he's playing in the next game. That makes sense because he was looking good, and then he was absolute dog. But what can you do?
We were all absolute dog against Brighton. There wasn't anyone that wasn't. Yeah. Oh shit! Sorry, I've got a bit of a low battery there. Let me just plug that in. Do you see? I was thinking, Ross, a change that I don't necessarily want, but could see from Mourinho would be Vinicius for Lamella.
Oh God, that's a change I don't want to see. Because at that point, we don't even have a target man. If we do that,
I just kind of think the logic of bringing someone into the game more.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who might come up. Maybe Bergwijn, because he seemed like he was limping around a little bit at some point. Like you said,
he didn't look fully fit at one point.
He just doesn't look 100%. So maybe he will come off. I don't know.
Right, we're starting. Well, we're not starting quite back up again, but we're back in the stadium.
Any changes?
Not that I can see yet. The kickoff is about to happen. I can see Aurier, I can see Bergwijn, I can see Vinicius, I can see Ndombele, I can see Sissoko, I can see Højbjerg, I can see Son, I can see Dyer. So yeah, we're the same.
The same. Imagine if we just put Joe Hart.
I can't see Lloris, to be fair, so still possible.
Imagine, and it somehow changed the game. He gets 3 assists.
He's just pinging 3 goals. Pot binning them from his own box. Like they're not like those like ones you see where keepers lob.
I'm here, Yusuf. Don't worry. Sorry.
It's fine. If Jay had just gone for a wee.
Just before this half. Big entrance there. Welcome, Yusuf. Welcome back to the watch along, mate. Hope you're all right. Sorry, carry on with what you were saying.
We were just saying how Joe Hart's going to get subbed on and score a hat-trick.
Really? It's the only way.
We were saying how it wasn't going to be like accidental lofts either. He was going to ping them like top bins, like arrows. They never stop. The shot never stops rising for the length of the pitch. He's going
to come on and you're going to dominate so much that he's going to sit on the halfway line and just ping him in.
Yeah.
Was there any subs, by the way? I didn't see.
No. I don't think so.
You. Oh, fucking hell, Alonso. Straight away, you've come at us a little bit, like you said, you might have.
I mean, that was out of hope more than anything. I didn't expect us to.
Yeah. Fair enough. But you have done, to be fair to you. For the first minute or so, you've just been on the front foot straight away.
One thing I will talk about is Did you watch Juventus Napoli, Che, or did you just watch Juventus Inter?
I just watched Juventus Inter.
It's called the PS5 trophy, whatever their equivalent of the Carabao Cup is.
Oh, really? Is it?
So they had a camera that was hooked up to replicate how you see games in FIFA. This mental thing. It was really weird.
That is mad because
made sense for the PS5 Cup though, but it's
an
interesting idea.
In the Audi Cup, you weren't playing Rocket League, were you?
Imagine that.
Mute yourself, Jay. Mute yourself and leave.
I knew you wouldn't like that. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I was going to say, yeah, no. Have you ever used the VR thing that BT do for like Champions League games?
Yeah.
I think I don't know if I was with you, Josh, but we were at the Union and we were walking to the courtyard for the game, but the game had already kicked off. I don't know what game it was, and we got the VR up.
We did. It was me.
We got the VR up, so we were running to this other pub. It's about 5 minutes away from this, and we were like looking around, like, "Whoa, look at it!"
No, I lost my phone. I lost my phone that night. Remember? And it was behind the bar.
Yeah. We were too invested in it.
We should do a watch along where Ross is at one end, Jay's on the other end, and I'm in the middle, and we all have our VR. Oh my god, VR headsets on, and that'd be amazing.
You just glitched in real life then. You went VR.
It is. It's sad.
Yeah, no, that'd be something. And if you hooked it up to what you could see, like the way we've got it split screened here, but what I can see, what Ross can see, what you can see, that'd be very good.
In my defense, the only reason I glitched there was because how many times do I have to say the words V and R without the word A in the middle if we do a football podcast?
Yeah.
My brain was just going, you mean VAR? I was like, I don't mean VAR. I don't want to talk about VAR.
It's not again.
Imagine having to sit through a VAR decision in VR. Oh, no.
It's too much.
Watching Clattenburg go to the screen.
What were people
Clattenburg's going? What, sorry?
No. What were people fuming with Peter Walton? They were fuming with him the other day, weren't they?
I think it was just about the Reese decision.
Lads, he's here and he wants. He means war. Hold on, mate. He's a parrot. Oh, you're really wet, man.
Jay, you say he's been in the lounge all this time.
No, he went out. That's where I just went to let him back in. He's really wet. What have you been doing?
First yellow, I think, for Toby there.
Just having a look.
At least it's been a remotely promising start.
You've definitely been better in this 5 minutes than you were in the last 45.
That's fair.
I mean, watch it all fall apart now. But...
It's like we've got the ball now. I don't know. I'm sorry, my cat's really distracting me now. It's like he's walking over all the wires. You're just gonna hear zzz in a second. Bro, he's on the table. Why are you doing this? I wish I could show you. Like, I'm too hooked up.
It's what the Watchalong needs.
So what do you think of the game, lads?
He's not a fan.
He doesn't really like Spurs. That's why. So that's where we got to that's where we're at with this watch along. You 5 watching, what a treat you have.
Yeah, sorry, we'll get back to the football now. Because sort of zoned out of the football a little bit because I'm sad.
Not gonna lie, I've zoned out a little bit as well. But it is. I love seeing these close-ups because you can just see how much it's lashing it down, and I love playing football in this kind of weather. So
maybe
nice.
only one half because the momentum swung. It maybe leads me to believe that only half of the pitch is slippy.
One very slippy half.
They tactically made the first half slippy. I like it. That's a tactic, man. Imagine one time, right? Everyone rocks up and it's just the NFL pitch, and you are like, what? You've just got
with like the post as well.
Do you guys use the post as well? I've just cut that. Do you guys use that training that changing room now? Don't you? The massive one.
Yeah. That's not a foul.
That's fucking soft. That is. Ref's done us a solid there. See it again. Nah, he clops him. That's for sure, but I don't know if it's a foul. Davis did quite well.
James being a bit shit.
How dare you? Oliver said score predictions, and we are 1-0 up now. I don't know, man. I don't want to say anything. You know what? I'm not going to say anything, Oliver, because
4-1 Spurs.
Because
10-1 Spurs. Believe. No,
I don't
my
want to say
prediction
anything.
Probably 1-0 Chelsea.
I hope not. I'd want to see another goal for Chelsea, obviously.
Right. The fact is, Chelsea deserve to lose and Jay deserved to lose because we've just offered him the chance for it to stay 1-0 and Jay said, I hope.
Oh! Put some over class shot there. No, fuck off. I mean, just for a viewing pleasures, I'd like to see another goal that's not a penalty. Josh decided just to leave. He didn't say it, no warning, just kind of got up. The cat is still there, by the way.
Still lurking.
He's just sat on it. So I've got the table in front of my for the setup. I've got my living room, no, my dining table in front of my sofa.
Yeah.
And he's just sat on it now, looking at me. He's kind of in the way, which is a bit annoying.
What can you do?
Don't understand that we're live, Melgy. I knew this would happen as well. Being live down here. You know what? The second half is really like I don't know why I feel so distracted. I'm not in the game anymore.
Well, I just don't see a goal happening really. Like
the last 5 minutes. Yeah, Hope said shout out to Mugs. Yes, Mugs. That my cat. We call my cat Mugs just for a bit of context. I realised that might hope you just be shouting out to literal mugs. Oh, Josh has got some food. What you got, Josh?
I just got some crisps, but at the same time, so I put my glass in the freezer. So that's why I was away for a while. And a cranberry, a rogue cranberry's fallen in the glass.
Oh,
frozen on the inside. So,
Mate, that's wicked. You're just going to have like a hint of cranberry in your beer now.
Toby's not happy.
A delightful treat. Oh, neither is Werner. It's been given as a hype button, it.
It has, but Toby's completely bought the ref there.
I mean, it's fine because we've had like 2 decisions go our way. Just trying to balance the books. I was just saying this half really hasn't done anything, and Ross said, like he just doesn't see another goal in it. To be fair, all these big games in this Premier League, we've had this mad Premier League where there's been mad results happen, but a lot of the big games have ended like 0-0, 1-0. There's been nothing major in those games. As I say it, as I say it.
I'll be honest, I kind of see another Chelsea goal.
Oh, we've let you had you've had your couple minutes of fun, bit of possession, and now it's back to normal programming. Speaking of normal programming, Josh, or Ross, have you watched WandaVision yet?
I have.
WandaVision?
To see your tweet of the best television you've ever seen made me think it's really good, Jay. But if it's the best television you've ever seen, you're not watching enough television, mate.
I was just gassed. To be fair, I don't watch a lot of television,
I don't even know what WandaVision is, to be honest.
Do you like Marvel? No,
It's all right.
You wouldn't give 2 fucks then. You have to be quite invested in Marvel to like appreciate it, because I was really gassed. Did the ball go out of play there because Dyer had been hitting the stones?
I'm not sure.
I think that's what happened. Like, I think he went down because the ball clocked him one in the bits and pieces.
Oh,
Just thinking of different.
There you go, on Serge.
Maugi, fucking move, bruv. Thank you. Yeah, no,
a foul.
I don't watch loads of telly, but I do really like it. No, it's not a foul. But you know what? Again, there's contact, but it's not a foul.
Yeah. Oh, the ball genuinely did get kicked out because Dyer got hit in the balls.
I think it was. I think the ball got kicked out because he was on the floor. And
That's 100% what it is.
I don't think that Chelsea players knew why he was down. He was just down. I mean, nothing will beat.
It's a head injury.
Hey.
Nothing will beat the fact that he ran off for a perf.
You've got to do what you've got to do sometimes.
It's just, but imagine you've ran to the toilet, your arse has hit the seat,
and then Mourinho's running behind you.
And Mourinho's just going, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's like it must be so intimidating.
Even worse, you're not a Tottenham player and you're at home.
And you're really confused, and then you just get up and run. That's what it. Oh, there's so much space. Come on, run into it. Take a shot. Nah.
What are you doing?
I think that was good defending, Moria.
It wasn't good defending up until the last.
Yeah, I mean, literally, there was you lot were like completely spaced apart, letting Mason run at you. But Ori has done really well there to not let Werner have the proper shot off. Really well, actually, on the replay.
No, it's good.
It's really weird how like Mason had like loads of time to just run at you there.
I don't know what sub we should make, but it's probably time for a sub.
Yeah, but our bench doesn't look great.
Is it Lamella?
We need Chadley on.
I just want Kane and Reguilon back.
You just walk corner.
This game cries out for Nacer Chadley. That's all I'm saying.
To be fair, the Dolphin himself If he was in his prime in this game, that'd be class.
Shushing the Arsenal fans and getting booked for it.
Yeah.
Never forget. An injustice.
And then literally on the same day, Gerrard did the same thing in the Merseyside derby. Didn't get booked. Unbelievable.
Oh, Rudiger. Oh, good defending again.
Oh, he should have scored. I mean, he's a defender, but
offside anyway. Good defending though. Again, like Dyer's really good block, I'd say. Like, I don't know if he should be scored. He's not offside.
I don't know, but that. It probably would have been given, but because his legs. But that would have been a tight call. That
the lines would have been. Oliver said this game's screaming out for a Joe Hart own goal.
Own goal? You mean Joe Hart goal?
I think both.
I still think it's an absolute crime that you've got rid of Gazaniga and got Joe Hart in.
It is. It's for English slots, but it is so sad. He's gone now officially, Jay. He's on loan. Just keep
like Skip or someone for English slots. One of you young lads.
But no, but that's not.
Well, the problem is that we've got so many Welsh players who don't count for some reason. Like, come on.
If you had to get rid of one of your Welsh players, who would it be?
Ben Davies.
Yeah. You'd rather Bale over Davies.
At the moment, Gareth Bale, because we wouldn't have a left back if Ben Davies went.
You are. We've already mentioned.
Harvey White's gone out on loan. We'd probably have to go even worse. Just like Divine. You're a 16-year-old like attacking mid. Get to left back.
What did you put in your preview, Josh? Didn't you have like Sissoko at wing back?
No, he was at right wing, but he was helping out Doherty. That was my theory.
Doherty has been rubbish, hasn't
he? Yes. He got really unlucky at the start of the season though, with like bullshit penalties. Like he gave away like 3 in the Europa League of like random, random teams across Europe just booting the ball into his arm from a metre out.
And they were so point blank.
And then, what do you mean?
And then there's the one against Southampton as well. It's like, what's he even supposed to do there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's where the rule was getting just ludicrous, weren't it?
Yeah,
I think Højbjerg's going to get booked here.
Yeah, he's got a yellow. And footballers are talented enough to just kind of like ping it off someone's arm in the box, aren't they?
Yeah, the Champions League final, Mane did that on purpose.
Yeah. My dad would always brings that up. So yeah, it's like
it's 100% deliberate. But
and like that's what I mean. Like
the handball rule, it's fine.
I think a lot of rules need to be looked at, don't they? Come on, lads! It's a good attack. This. Oh. I think when we run at your defence, it gets shaky. I don't know why we're not doing it more often.
I don't know what you're on about, Jay. That was stellar defending. Like only 3 people fell over in the box.
Yeah.
Pulisic is coming on. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Bale and Lamella warming up as well.
All we have to do is run it. Go on. Oh, Alonso wants his annual Spurs goal.
I've just got to the Højbjerg booking, by the way.
Good.
Oh, Ross, man. Sorry.
You're about to see stellar defending, Ross.
Oh,
we keep getting Ross to do these, and it's just not fair because he just has to listen to us talk about the game, then watch it.
To be fair, when it's a game that's this sad, it's probably quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite nice when Chelsea are attacking a lot and I know they're not going to score.
Yeah. It's Hudson-Odoi off for Pulisic. Interested. I was going to say, yeah, like when we lost to Leicester, like I said this earlier on in the stream, like the fact that me and Josh were streaming was the only way I could have kept saying. And that sounds weird because he's a Spurs fan and he weren't being too much of a knob, to be fair to him.
I don't think I was being a knob at all.
No, you weren't, to be fair to you, because you could have been, and it would have made it worse. But because we were just chatting, I got my mind off it. So, like, you're welcome, basically. Right, you're welcome. That's interesting that he's got Hudson-Odoi off for Pulisic. I thought Werner might have come off, but then again, Werner's technically the striker, and we wouldn't have one without him.
I think he's going to persist with Werner now until he gets some scoring. That's my theory.
It could be, to be fair. Oh! What? Oh my God! Why did Lloris header that? Was it? Oh, it was a pass back.
It was a pass back. He had to, but
yeah,
that was. The real question is why was a pass back played with such height and venom? Get ready for this, Ross.
To be fair to him,
who played the back pass?
I assume it was Davies, but I can't be sure.
Like, to be fair to him, thinking about that Lloris had, that was a lot of pressure on him to just get that nutted out. Like,
when you get to it, Ross, obviously it comes from the left, so just keep an eye out on who plays the death pass back.
I'll have to keep an eye on it.
Go on, hit that. Oh, good save. Oh.
This sounds like we are in a world of trouble.
Yeah, we need to make some subs. This is dire.
We're all over here, man. Come on, we need to capitalise. This is the thing. This is Chelsea's problem, though. Like right now, you lot are there for the taking. Not to be a dick, but you are there for the taking. We should be doing more, but we're not.
I think it's dire with that back pass. Yeah,
Lloris.
it's dire.
What's he doing there?
It is. Yeah, it's just playing now, Josh.
Yeah.
Lloris, fair play to Lloris. And Mason had a really bad touch, to be fair. If he had a better touch, we might have got a goal from it. But that was Lloris had so much pressure on him. Look at Mourinho.
That's an excellent shot of Mourinho.
That is brilliant. Ross, watch that. And I hope that gets clipped up on Twitter because that's beautiful.
The pass back gets played, Ross, and Mourinho just goes.
He's like leaning back. That's a good one. But yeah, no, this is Chelsea's problem, and not like for a while now. Like it's being dominant, but not doing anything with it. Like it's a good run.
Go on, Bergie. Bergie. Who the fuck do I think I am?
Bergie.
Oliver said that was a dire pass. It was a dire pass.
Hey.
Bergie.
Sorry about that, lads. I got excited.
Bergie Wergie.
Bergie Wergie woo.
We need to make some sort of change, don't we? This is
Lamella's ready,
I think is that Son? Like
I don't know. I haven't seen Son all game. No, yeah, Son's playing midfield. It seems.
Son's come back to midfield because he wants a bit of the ball. Like, there's loads of space. Come on, just hit it. Come back, hit it. You fucking wet wipe. Come on. Again, a part of Chelsea's problem is we don't like Tuchel. He gets it. We need to be scoring chances like that. You were wide open then.
Yeah, that was poor from us.
Wide open. Look, where are your defenders? They're having to run in. That's a golden opportunity. Why is he just... What is that?
And also, the issue with Werner there is Werner needs to be screaming. Like, not to get the ball necessarily, but as soon as Kovacic misses that, Werner needs to be going, what the fuck?
Yeah. No.
Lamella's on.
He's not
Lamella and Lucas are on for Bergwijn and Ndombele.
Paul said that been brilliant. Absolutely should have done better there. I hope someone's broke into Josh's house. Oliver said, how much space is there in the mid for us to run? We need to run it more. We need to do more with it. But with the system we're playing...
That's foul. Oh, fuck off.
The system we're playing is like we're playing with a lot of width, which is creating a lot of space in the middle, and then we're doing nothing with it.
I do think we'll start playing a little bit better with, as much as I don't really rate Lucas that much, I think we're a bit more fluid now.
It's mad to hear you say you don't like. I understand why. I'm not slating you, but it's mad to hear you say you don't rate Lucas after what he did.
Jay,
I understand completely. But
I'll always love him, Jay. He always has a special place in my heart. Thanks for the memories, but it's time to go.
Yeah,
No, I mean he's all right, but He should be so much better than he is. I was thinking about this weirdly alone last night. Just I think.
You okay?
I was just thinking. I was like, I don't know why. But I was just like, I wonder what Lucas would have been like if he was Nanny in Alex Ferguson's team. Who was more talented? That was just my thought.
You know what? Very interesting thought, to be fair. And Lucas Moura would have been successful.
I think Nani's probably more talented out of the two.
But you know what it is, though?
He had like all the skills.
But you know what it is? Alex Ferguson would have made any player look incredible. He was one of the best to manage ever.
Well, yeah, there's that like atrocious lineup. I can't remember what it is, but it's like I think it might even be the like 8-2 against Arsenal where the lineup looks awful, and then they still beat Arsenal 8-2. It might be that, or it might be another game.
I remember the line. Oh,
God. See, Pulisic went on a good run there, but the final
what's he
pass.
complaining about there? He gets the pass away clean.
Pulisic, right? In the past, Pulisic is a really fun player to watch. He likes taking people on, and that's always a fun thing to watch. But in the past couple of weeks, he's almost tried too hard, and you can see him kind of like whinging and moaning when things don't come off, and it's kind of like it's not what you really want to see. You want to see him like putting the shift in, but I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if the Chelsea
I think
fans
Pulisic is the most American footballer that's ever played in the Premier League.
Yeah, he is.
Like Landon Donovan, Clint Dempsey, Howard.
Paul just said he couldn't get anything out of the goat, baby.
Fraud of a manager.
Fraud of a manager. Was he really a top class manager now? I'll always rate Di Matteo for winning the Champions League with Ryan Bertrand at left mid.
Yeah. Then again, arguably, it's one of those games, that one, isn't it? Like, you shouldn't have won that game, really. Bayern should have been outside.
We shouldn't have won the Barca game. We shouldn't have won the Napoli game. Like, all of it. Oh, Kante's coming on.
Oh, good.
That's interesting.
I didn't even realise Kante wasn't playing.
Nowhere near the midfield.
I just assumed he would be playing, even though I haven't seen him all game.
Oh, that's not. This ref's shit.
I'm not gonna lie. The ref's been terrible. Where's the foul here? Oh no. Okay, I take it back. Lamella's gone in too harshly there. There's 2 feet in it.
Yeah, well, good.
That's Lamella. Shapat said, we're keeping a clean sheet official with Kante on. I'm not going to back that just because I don't want to be the guy on camera saying we're going to keep a clean sheet.
I mean, have you seen our attacks?
Yeah, but to be fair, we've had a bit of ref luck. Kovacic is the one coming off. You miss your shot and you get fucked. Nah, he's been all right today, Kovacic. I mean, the thing that annoys me the most about Tuchel is that it looks like he might persist with Jorginho and Kovacic, and I've never been a fan of those two playing together. So I hope that Kante finds some form and forces one of them out. Bad as that sounds.
Or forces Werner out.
I mean, what Kovacic?
Drop a striker. Just pack that midfield.
We'll convert Kante into out-and-out striker.
Tell you what, I completely forgot that we hadn't taken Vinicius off. I've just seen him, and I've been like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There he is.
I think that's probably the only change we've got left, isn't it? Like Bale for
Vinicius for Bale, probably. Not saying that's what we should do.
Son's been nowhere as well. Werner wanted it. Oh, Reece, come on. Oh, it's offside, surely.
And breathe.
We keep having these like moments, and it's just, but again, nothing's coming from it. Elliot said, "Jay, would you call him daddy after the game?" I'm guessing you're talking about Tuchel.
Werner was way offside before any
of
that
happened. I will never call Tuchel my daddy.
Coward.
He'll be my stepdaddy. Paul said, to be honest, Jovic has been playing really good under Tuchel, so he doesn't have a reason to drop them. No, he hasn't been. They haven't been playing too bad. But
No. Shut the fuck up. Let's go back to that. Who? Fucking
Jovic.
who? Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
They come as a pair. You ship them, Jovic.
That's disgusting. I was honestly thinking, why the fuck is he talking about Man City's ex-striker that now plays for Monaco?
Oh, nice little bit of play, Mason. Oh, good save. We need to fucking do something here. Come on, lad.
What I did enjoy there was Mason getting a really good shot, really good save, and Werner threw his hands up like idiots. Like, fuck off,
I would have scored that. No, you know what it is? Werner was like, that could have been an assist for me, you prick. Love it. Good save, to be fair.
It's not a good game, this.
Jovic has been decent, but you know what? It results in games that end like this.
Bergie or
I think Bergie's worse.
They're both very bad.
They are really, really.
I said Bergie in the heat of the moment, though. Jovetic is calculated.
Jovic is something that is used a lot, actually.
It's disgusting.
Oliver said, "Would you start Zuma over Kovacic?"
I don't understand. The question.
I think he said Rudiger.
I think that's something that Mourinho would do. He did that when there was that League Cup final. He just played Zuma CDM.
There's a shot of Bale, Davidson, Sanchez, and Tanganga warming up.
Oh, please bring on Sanchez.
The saviour is Tanganga. It might
if it's got to be one of them, the defenders, I'd rather have Tanganga come on.
He hasn't played much, has he? Or has he? I don't know.
He's been injured a lot. And then...
Has he? Because he showed a lot of promise, didn't he, last season?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mendy. Oh, okay, so it stopped. Did you, Josh? My heart dropped then. Like he tried to do. Is Rudiger going off? I don't know what's going on. This is where the commentary helps. Oh, there's been a tanglement with Lamella and Rudiger before the pass.
So 13 minutes left.
Paul said he said Jovic because he couldn't be bothered to write both their names. No, listen, Paul.
Paul, I'll let you off, but I want you to know that I'm disgusted.
No, Paul, listen. Don't listen to these, man. Fuck them. If you want to say Jovic, you say Jovic, right? He said Bergie.
Yeah, but I said it in a passionate moment, Jay.
Well, can't he passionately be excited?
He's not. He hasn't passionately written out that.
He loves Jorginho and Kovacic playing so much that he said Jovic, right? Nipun said that he wants to join the watch-along. Maybe another time, mate. I mean, it's a bit late now. We've only got 10 minutes left, but maybe another time. Back to Oliver's question, though. He said, would you start Zuma over Kovacic? But I think he meant Rudiger. It's difficult. Like in the past 3 games, we've not had much defending to do. So Rudiger's not. I mean, as Lamella takes a shot and it's a decent save. These watch-alongs are a curse, man. I swear. It's hard to assess Rudiger's performance, but over the season, like Zuma, like Josh has said it, he adds an aerial threat when we have set pieces. He's a solid defender. He's, he is good, but then again, like Rudiger has the same quality. It's like they're both average centre backs. None of them are going to set the world alight. None of them are.
Rudiger's a very good centre back, I think.
But I think his abilities are the same as Zuma's, to be honest.
Nah.
I think they're both all right.
I think Rudiger's better. I do. I just think
Rudiger has. I'd say Rudiger has more mistakes in him. But then again, he's been partnered with Christensen recently, which has been scary.
Why do you think Christensen was brought on over Oh, balls.
Zuma's injured at the moment, I think.
What's happened?
Just a really pointless early cross from Sissoko that was just never
Oh,
going.
Yeah,
okay.
but look at those match stats. I'll get back to the comments in a second. We've had 15 attempts, 2 on target. You've had 2 attempts, but 2 on target, so it's the same on target.
Yeah, but all of your other 13 have just been Werner.
Exactly. But do you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, yeah, we've been dominating, but
How's
again,
that?
it's 1-0.
Are you telling me that it was?
Games played on.
It's just that Mount chance then that's also been on target.
Oh my god, I thought that was going to float in. Oh, Mourinho just tapped Werner on the bum.
Did?
So back to the comments. Nepo said we cannot bottle this. I mean, you are applying a bit of pressure now, which is scaring me a little bit.
I mean, if you do manage to bottle this, I'd be more impressed than anything else. How?
But you are putting a pressure on us now.
Kante's just shat himself near Lucas and it's a yellow.
Yeah, like he's proper bottled that, isn't he? And Paul said now that Thiago Silva's injured, Zuma has the chance to prove himself. If he's fit, I think he's injured for this one because I think it's just him and Havertz that's injured at the moment. But definitely has a chance to prove himself to the new manager. But then he's not going to get in over Silva, is he? So like once Silva's back to fully fitness, he won't like.
And Silva will be fine.
Yeah, he walked off the pitch. He seemed alright.
He skipped and did a little twirl.
Yeah. Paul said, and that's why Jovicic plays instead of Kante. I like it. Keep rolling with the Jovicic thing.
You can't say Jovicic over Kante. You can't
two players over one. Kante's world class. He just needs to.
What would you rather, Jay? Never play Kante again, but you're allowed to play 12 men, including as long as two of them are Jovetic and Georgie. I've gotten confused now. Jorginho and Kovacic. Or you can play with 11 men and it's Kante. What would you rather?
11 and it's Kante. Listen, we all know how important Kante can be to a squad. I think he's just struggling at the moment. But if you get an informed Kante, you've got one of the best players in the league. I think that's fair.
You've made the wrong choice there, Jay, because I actually didn't say you weren't allowed to play Kante with your 12 men.
No, I wouldn't want how many 3 defensive midfielders on the pitch. No, thank you.
Yeah, but if you've got an extra man than the opposition,
we'd end up playing like you lot.
No.
That's a no-brainer. Would you rather play with 12 men or 11 men? 12.
No.
Play exactly as you are, but one guy just sits and makes an extra defensive block. No. No, I don't want that.
I don't want that, lads. Not my Chelsea. No, I didn't quite think about one through, lads. If you couldn't tell.
It's okay.
If we're not going to make any good chances,
sorry.
I was going to say, if we're not going to make any good chances, could we at least put in some Battle of the Bridge-esque challenges?
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
It's more astute than the point I was going to make, that Ross's camera angle with his computer in show makes him look like he's peeking through an Instagram post, and I like it.
I was going to mention that earlier, the fact that he's quite nicely framed.
God, this is terrible. And it's better than the Brighton game, but still to have the Liverpool game followed by these two performances.
At least the Liverpool game, the first half was mostly all right until the goal.
What is mad?
And the Brighton game was awful.
I saw this floating around Twitter. Spurs haven't lost 3 in a row in 9 years. Honestly,
yeah, but you know what? We had some similar stat to that, and then there was a couple of weeks ago when we lost.
Well, also,
that's this season for you, though, isn't it?
Another horrible stat that's probably going to get worse today is Jose Mourinho has the most home defeats in his career for Tottenham than any other club he's managed.
Ooh. But again, that's the season. Like yesterday, no home side won, I think. Like, that's mental. Oh, Christensen headed it back. So Oliver said Kante has only come back from an injury like 4 days ago, so this won't be his greatest performance No, I'm not slating him. That was just a bit of a panic, but I'm not slating Kante. I love
Imagine if
Kante.
you're just like, Kante out.
Kante out of my club, please. No, he's class. I love Kante. And Nipun said, I think. So I have to lean forward. I think Werner will come good in the end. A lot of new players that EPL struggle in the first season and then go to absolutely fantastic in the later seasons. Bergkamp was a prime example of this, and Ndombele to link it to you, like was an example of this. He was terrible last season, but he's been good this season.
Yeah, and the only thing is to counter that, and I do believe he will come good, but it's Chelsea strikers, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean there is obviously
there's often not a road back for a sad
Yeah.
Chelsea striker.
Especially when it's like a world class striker as well, like Shevchenko, Torres.
Yeah,
you know. When they buy a really good one, it's not that good. But when they buy like a Costa or a Drogba with less reputation, it goes a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. It's weird, man. But one thing as well, like, I mean, the fan base never helps. Like, the fan base always gets on their back. Like with Torres, I remember the talk around Torres was disgusting at the time. But like, one thing I've noticed with Blues fans TV is like, if you slate Werner, a lot of people don't like that. People are behind him fully. So I guess that's a positive.
Yeah, I guess the issue is if you're a midfielder and you're not having your best season, you can sort of grow into it, play a few passes, which as a footballer is second nature, and just grow your way into a team. If you're relied on to do the most difficult job and pull the trigger and fire your team to a league, to top four, to Premier League survival, whatever it is, it's very different.
Yeah.
It's probably easier for Chelsea to get behind the Aryan bully.
Yeah, great. Oliver said, didn't Drogba have a bad first season for Chelsea, but now, and look how he turned out. He did. He had a rough time. I think even the second season, he had a bit of a rough time, and obviously that eventually came good. Nipon said that they've all wore the number 9, and that's a cursed number, which Tammy now has. Which, to be fair, he's done better than some of them lot have. And then Paul said, and it's also, oh my God, Spurs probably there.
That should have gone in.
Spurs had an opportunity there.
What's happened there?
Vinicius has just headed it wide.
Oh, get him off.
Well, that's a really good opportunity. Really good ball. Is that Aurier?
Yeah.
That's a perfect ball, and Vinicius and Lucas Moura kind of got in each other's way. The keeper didn't even move. Like that should have gone in. And a couple of lads just thanking. That does
what did you just say?
A couple of lads thanking that didn't go in.
All right.
But you guys have turned it up now. Like that, it's scary.
Is that a foul?
I think it is. Aspie's not happy. Watch us bottle this and it be 1-1.
2 minutes left of normal time, pretty much.
Oh,
I mean, that's definitely a foul from HOTSPUR.
Yeah, he's just kind of like got into him, hasn't he?
Oh, that is a good ball from Aurier. I've just got to that.
I'm busting for another week.
I'm trying to think what other subs we can make. So there's probably an argument to take.
Just say, Bale, you can manage 3 minutes, surely. Run around for 3 minutes.
You could maybe even take Son off, which I know sounds bad, but in terms of he hasn't affected this game too much.
No.
And, last throw of the dice, maybe just give him a couple of minutes off. Try Bale.
We've got a free kick about 30 yards out, Ross.
Who's on it? Dyer's on it.
Dyer and Lamella.
Is he going to take the shot?
I think it's going to be Dyer.
It's Dyer. Lamella's already, there you go.
I was going to say, if we're taking a shot, I hope it's Dyer, because Lamella's last one was naff. I'm guessing we've missed.
Yeah, that was pretty naff. It weren't too bad, but yeah, it just didn't threaten at all. I mean, you probably would have beat Mendy. He was wrong-footed. Oliver said this is getting stressful now. Yeah. We need to ride this out now. I wouldn't even be bothered.
We're not going to bring Bale on either because he's sat back down with his buff back over his nose now.
Well, yeah, because you lot have been the better team in the last 5 minutes, so You don't need him. Go with this momentum, but I'm worried.
I'm not.
Diabolical.
Well, I'm worried in terms of I don't see us scoring.
No, yeah, that's what I meant. What a bleak podcast. Jay's worried, and me and Ross are hopeless.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, but like it's like we both know our teams. I've seen our team concede late goals, and you guys are in a bad.
We haven't scored any late goals either, though.
That's what I mean. So you lot are having that feeling. Werner, brilliant turn, good defensive work from Dyer.
Well, I think it's something like we either haven't won or we've lost every single game where we haven't gone ahead at the start.
Really?
Yeah. But unless we get a lead, we're not very good this season.
And sometimes, a lot of the time when we get a lead, we're also shit.
Mm. Yeah, also true.
You go really defensive, don't you? Oh,
right, there's 3 minutes added on, Ross, and we're in the 30th second of it.
Oh, God.
Paul said, I've only just realised you got a new background. I'm just downstairs, Paul. I'm in my church downstairs.
Jesus.
That was a good shot from Timo, to be fair. Oliver's just said that.
Well done, Timo. Good shot.
Take the piss all you like.
Gold star for Timo.
It was a good header from Christensen and well dealt with by Reece James. Neepun said Dyer's had Werner in his pocket all game.
Apart from when
he passed him down.
Which has
for
resulted
no
in
reason.
Mason's got man of the match.
If it hadn't been for that penalty, I think this would be 0-0, but you've had a few more chances.
Yeah, it would have been. And it would have been a terrible match without that penalty. So thank you, Dyer.
It's still been awful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but at least I'll come away happy if it stays like this. I don't want to.
Usually Chelsea Tottenham is a mental game, but both the games this season have been absolute stinkers.
Yeah, it's true. But you know what? Like all the top games have been stinkers. Like all of them. Like we played United.
Tottenham United wasn't.
Yeah, that wasn't. But you know what I mean? Like City played no, not City. Liverpool, United was rubbish. All the top games have just been dead.
City United was probably the worst one, I think.
It was, and we live
United in the league.
It was like hard to make points about it because it was so terrible.
Did we live stream that?
Yeah, we did. No, yeah, we did because then
we live streamed United Liverpool.
Yeah, that's what we're on about.
But both of those were awful.
I thought you said United.
United Liverpool in the league. Both awful games.
Oh, Son had a shot, but it's gone.
Oh, I hate this so much.
You've looked the better team for the last 10 minutes.
It's over. Well, it's not over, but it's over.
It is over.
Listen, if you guys could review the game whilst I run to the loo, and then I'll come to join the review once the final whistle goes.
I'm assuming it's over.
We've got 5 seconds.
7, yeah.
Come on, just boot the ball and blow the fucking whistle. London's blue.
Fuck off, Jay.
Oliver said it, not me. Lads, I'm hanging on.
It must be over.
I'm hanging on. Come on, blow the fucking whistle, ref. It's all over. Well played. I'll be back in a second.
Well, I mean, another boring game, really, in terms of Chelsea Tottenham. They can't all be good games, can they?
I mean, they should have won it, but at the same time, if it wasn't for a stupid mistake, it's completely 0-0.
If it wasn't for a stupid mistake, it would have been a 0-0. That sums up the game, really. It was quite a bleak game. Even for the neutral, that would have been fun. But, you know.
Yeah, even for a Chelsea fan, I can't imagine that was that fun.
No.
I don't have much to say. It was a silly mistake. And yeah, they outplayed us, but it was a silly mistake. That was it.
It was a silly mistake. Pretty much it. I mean, Kane's fit soon. We're still in the cup from a Tottenham perspective.
Yeah, and it was always going to happen. Chelsea have got the new manager bounce still. They're Chelsea. They've actually got some tactical discipline about them. Unlike, I think it's quite clear that Frank wasn't the most tactical guy there was. I just think we could have had a bit more fight about us. I think if Mourinho really got into them, like, this is my old club, let's fucking do it. But I mean, Son looked like a shadow, didn't he?
Yeah, whereas in the past where we've had Kane injured, when we had Llorente, we'd just lump it up to Llorente and then Son would make a run off him. Whereas now Son just with Vinicius or barely, he just doesn't look the same.
Yeah, and it's a chance to close it on Liverpool as well, and we just haven't taken that. We're 8th. Chelsea got above us, but we can draw level if we beat West Brom.
Yes, boys.
Still time to go and run a full. So,
Shapat made a good point. Like, where's Ace, man? Where's Ace? The big man that talks all the time. Where is he?
I don't know.
My take on that game is it would have been. It's not that Chelsea were great. It was more that you weren't that good. If that last 10 minutes would have said anything, if you came out and attacked us, you probably would have made more of the game, but you just didn't. Is that fair?
It's just Tottenham in a bad run of form, and Chelsea did nothing but then got a penalty. So it should have been 0-0, and it's 1-0 because Dyer made a stupid mistake.
Exactly. So and that last 10 minutes was tense and it was nasty and it really felt like you might have got something. So if you would have played like that the whole time, that it would have been harder for us to make a game out of it. So really, I would say that was more of a Tottenham failure than a Chelsea Tuchel game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could say that about the past 3 Tottenham games. It's been pretty dire, but
yeah.
Yeah, so like I say, it's our worst run of form in the Premier League for a long, long time. And I'm not saying he should go. I'm not. But I wonder when Tottenham get to the point where they go, Mourinho's not really doing it for us.
But also, if we do get that point, who do we get in? Like
Lampard.
I would kill for Nagelsmann at the end of the season.
Because Nagelsmann's been turning down loads of jobs at the moment, hasn't he? Pretty much every job he's been turning down. So we're not getting him.
I think if you waited to the end of the season, kept Mourinho, might win a League Cup or whatever, sack him, get Nagelsmann in, give him the time. That's surely because he could then rebuild something at Spurs.
That would be my dream. Nagelsmann or. No, it's probably Nagelsmann. If he hadn't lost 9-0, the issue with Hasenhüttl is he seems like a very, very good manager. But the last
occasionally he loses 9-0.
The last thing we
need is the gamble.
Yeah.
I mean, what about Allegri? Would you take Allegri?
No.
No, I don't think so. I don't see what he's going to do that Mourinho doesn't already do.
Yeah, there's exactly that. And, I've never rated him that much anyway. He's won. Where was he before Juventus?
Was he maybe at AC Milan? Maybe.
Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look at Allegri. But at the same time, yeah, great. You've Pirlo doesn't. These you can go to fucking Juve and win the league. And
I think Spurs. You need a project kind of guy. You've brought Mourinho to win something, and that felt quite desperate attempt at winning something to kind of get that curse off your back. But you're most probably when Poch had you and he created something, you got to a Champions League final. You get another manager that could build a project and build it around himself and give him the time. You could take that a step further. So Nagelsmann probably seems the best candidate for you.
I would love it. I would absolutely love it. But Nagelsmann. Allegri has been at Spal. He's been at Grosseto, Sassuolo, Calgary, AC Milan and Juventus.
Hey, it was AC Milan before. There we go.
But, he never to have him spend what he's been a manager since 2003, and to have him spend 18 years of management without leaving Italy, not interested.
Yeah.
And I'll say as well, like, it's like the season is fucking mental. It makes no sense. You are going through a dip. You will have highs again. You will come up and win.
Also, the last time Tottenham Chelsea played, it was like, oh, are we going to win the title? And then it's like, oh, who's going to be seventh now?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's going to be seventh?
Brilliant. That's exactly it. Those are like things can and will change in this season.
Yeah, and as long as we go on a run of, it'll be difficult. It will be so horrible, and we are the underdogs. But if we can go on a run of form, however we do it, whether that's with Mourinho, without Mourinho, whatever, if we can get a run of form before going into a final, that's all that matters, isn't it, really?
If you win the League Cup, yeah, is Mourinho a success for Tottenham?
Statue, build him a statue.
Don't build him a statue, but that is if he was brought in to win trophies and he wins a trophy, that is success.
Yeah,
it is success. It depends how you define success. You an outside fan will go, yes, he's more successful than Poch. Personally, I will not think he's more successful than Poch because of what Poch walked into, what Poch built, what the journey that we went on with Poch. We've discussed this.
What he made you feel.
With what he personally made me feel, which Mourinho has never made me feel. There's been moments where I've gone, Mourinho's pretty funny. Oh, Mourinho's pretty cool. But he doesn't make me feel the way Poch.
But the plan seems to be Mourinho in, trophy won, get that off your back. We've won one now, so you stop. There's no pressure there. Then go elsewhere, and then maybe bring someone in and go elsewhere. That seems to be the plan.
The big worry is if Mourinho gets sacked before he wins anything, then if Mourinho can't win something here, we must be cursed. Imagine being the manager after that.
And then
it's a cursed club.
And it's also like wasted, how has he been there a year and a half now?
Yeah.
Like that's a waste of time. It could have been Poch continuing the journey, or it could have been someone else who started theirs.
And also, just not that I particularly care after it goes wrong with him, but where does Mourinho go after potentially failing with Tottenham?
Yeah, because we said this about United, and he didn't fail there by no means, but with United's high standards, they weren't happy with him, and we all thought he was done. But then he got another big job in you lot. But if he then again didn't do anything with you lot, where does he go? Like, I couldn't. Like, it'd have Portugal manager. That's what he'll do. He'll be Portugal manager.
Yeah.
And that'll be interesting, to be fair. Right, lads. Thanks for joining us. That was it was a pretty bleak game. Obviously, I'm happy. I like I said, I don't think that was Chelsea being amazing. I think that was more Tottenham just not really bringing anything to the table. Sorry, just one last question. Neepun said, do you think Chelsea can win the FA Cup this season? It's possible. We've had an easy run this far. We got far enough last time. It's possible. Tuchel's a good manager, so that's it.
You run into City, United, Liverpool, though, and that's all it takes. I'm not saying that they're guaranteed to beat you. I'm just saying it instantly becomes a 50-50. Then if that's the semi-final, if that's a quarter-final against Liverpool, it's a 50-50. Then the semi-final against United is a 50-50. Then the final against City is a 60-40. And but
you know what? Last season we played Leicester, which was a rough game. United, and then we ultimately lost in the final. We had a hard run, but made it there. So we can win it. There's no reason why we can't. It just depends on the draw and how our form goes. Because after that game, I'm not completely sold on the way we're playing. Because again, without a dire mistake, it'd probably be 0-0. Do you know what I mean? So so that's the way I feel after that. I'm obviously well happy. I didn't see the table now, but obviously we've gone ahead of you guys but obviously we're not too high, are we? But you have a game in hand, don't you?
Yeah, it's Villa though. So.
Yeah, but Jesse Lingard dismantled Villa, so anything can happen.
We don't have Jay, we don't have a Jesse Lingard.
You have a Dele Alli who's supposed to be better than him.
Well, he is, but
supposed to be. No, yeah. I feel happy for Lingard as well, Ross. That puts us 6th, 2 points behind West Ham. Right, that's it from us. We appreciate everyone.
What a way to end this. You've just beaten Tottenham, you've just gone above us, and still you look at the table and you go, but we're 2 points behind West Ham.
2 points behind them.
What's the point? Still 2 points behind David Moyes' West Ham. Good night. Tell your fucking dad.
Jesse fucking Lingard, man. Right. In a bit, everyone. Tell your dads. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers.